Yeah, let's talk about the Okamoto signing because I'm honestly really excited about it. I made a video about a month ago talking about how I didn't think this was the direction the Blue Jays were going to go. And like, despite the fact they were kicking tires on him, I just didn't think this was going to be the approach they'd go with. And it was just because the questions about defense, like, because I love the offensive profile. The video that I made talked about how I liked Okamoto a whole lot more than I liked Murakami, because like obviously the floor is significantly higher for Okamoto. You kind of know what he is. People are saying he's old, which is ludicrous. He's 29 years old. He'll be 30 in June. There's a lot of tread left on the tires. Some people were like, oh, well, he was injury prone. He broke his arm in a collision at first base. There's a level of silliness in the narrative that's going around. At the end of the day, what this player is an offensive profile who actually reminds me a ton of Will Smith. Both are extreme fly ball guys. Both pull the baseball at a high rate. Both can handle velocity because Okamoto in his career in Japan, 93 plus is a 157 OPS plus. He's handled velocity in a really good way. He doesn't strike out. He makes good swing decisions. I know some people will look at the power numbers in Japan and think, oh my God, this is a 40 home run guy. He's not. I think this is a guy that, is going to be 18 to 25 home runs in the big leagues. I think he's a guy that, like I said, Will Smith for his career is an 834 OPS. Before this year, where obviously he really, really took off and had a massive year, he was 760 to 860 with the OPS plus pretty much every year of his career. This is the profile that I really, really see with Okamoto. I think it's a very Will Smith-esque profile. Defensively was where I had the questions. He grades out as a slightly below average defender everywhere. I think he can play third base, especially since the Jays like to do defensive replacements late in games. And we have a lot of guys that are high level defenders. So he's a guy that can play some third. He can play some first. I think he can play in left field a little bit. The hands are excellent. I really like the hands. The range is limited. He's not a great runner. He's not an explosive dude. And the arm strength is fine as long as he has a chance to generate power through his throw. It's when he has to go and make rotations or get up quick and it's just using arm rather than generating through base, the arm strength kind of falls off a little bit. When he has a chance to load up into his throws, he actually does a pretty good job arm strength wise. Not elite by any means, but like a solid enough arm. I think he can play everywhere and grade out as a slightly below average defender, but be able to keep his head above water for the most part, which is important. From the other side of it too, seems like an unbelievable guy. He's been a captain everywhere, seems beloved by everybody that's played with him. Seems like a bit of a quirky guy as well, so maybe that will fit in nicely. But Okamoto opens up a whole lot of options for the Toronto Blue Jays. 4 years, 60 also gives us a lot of leeway in terms of cost because 15 mil a year for a player like this is a great cost number. And it keeps options available for us. But I like the signing despite the fact I didn't think they'd go this direction.